The 18th of August 2020. I'm leaving a note for possible friends should there be any in the world and find my profile by any chance. I don't think anyone actually knows my full name, Agnieszka Bata Magdalena Rojek. But perhaps if someone looks for me, they will be able to find me. Another reorientation in life, which can be roughly described as me, and apart from me there's the strongly present enemy, my family, the roads, and the friend except that I cannot think of any friends right now, but I have put it down just in case there had existed somewhere beyond my immediate life space right now. So perhaps I will start with the enemy to have it over and done with. First of all, journalists, the anonymous, communists, the left wing, the false or pseudo right wing, where the right wing is defined as representing spiritual values, virginity being, of course, one of them. Prostitutes and pimps. I believe the key enemy are journalists. Of course, they are the left wing, the Polish left wing. That's where it starts. But they are a group, and I believe that they might have worked against me already when I went to St. Hill, and they might be responsible for the way our relations developed. Which is why I did not put Scientologists here, but they might belong to communists right now, through China, the Chinese investment in the church. Perhaps I will not elaborate on it. Let me just mention that I'm pretty certain journalists were involved in the Smolensk catastrophe. So this is basically what we are dealing with in Poland. Trying to regain power as the former regime. My family is, of course, my mother, and from her, my grandmother, and my dad. And I have decided to restrict my thinking of my family to those three persons. And I mean my real dad, not my stepfather. So I don't want any confusion here. And I also don't want any confusion between my father and my stepfather. Then the roads. I have decided for a few religions, literature or literatures, philosophy or philosophies, history of history or histories, fine arts. Here I include the new development, screenwriting, and languages. From here I go to linguistics, life on Earth, and life in the cosmic space. As for other fields of interest like psychology, perhaps also some science, I will enter the areas through philosophy, I guess, or through other areas closer to my heart. My heart. So it means that much of my life through the hostility and wars developed by the other side has been damaged in perspective, so to say, blocked from possible developments. I believe I will try to create some life of my own, as I call it in my blog, here at home, and well, this final realization about journalists, I guess around 2 hours ago, or perhaps 3 hours ago, really rearranges it all, because I'll be trying to cut off from the news, even. I mean, from the mass media work. So this is the life I used to live. I was not following the news until 2006. What it implies is further problems with establishing relations elsewhere, and it concerns first and foremost the public persons, because obviously they are dependent on publicity. I was planning to prepare presentation of my evolution through the literary works, particular quotes that were important or appealing or somehow made my viewpoint, defined my perspective, but I don't think I will work on this. I believe I will go into more free, reaching for what I feel like reaching for at the moment within the areas I have mentioned. So I guess that would be all for now. Agnieszka Beata Magdalena Rojek, Agnieszka Justitia the First of Onestia, the noble queen, the guardianess of truth and justice, the protectress of the pure value. Of course, my noble queendom lives, and lives thanks to me.